What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Dorx Dealer Talk episode 2. We appreciate you hanging out for episode 1 and learning about the why your dealership creates social content online. We hope you thought about the reasons why your dealership does create content and came up with some good questions to ask us. But at the end of the day, we want you to figure out a reason that you're creating content every day and not just creating content to fill it. So in the example we're going to use today, you have a large list of customers who have test driven and engaged your store in the last 30 days that did not buy a car. And you want to re-engage those customers with an opportunity or an offer to get them to come back in and capitalize on their interest in your product or your line. So now that we've answered the why we want to create content, we're gonna look at the what. The what is what kind of content are we going to create? For this particular campaign where you're going after folks who test drove and didn't buy, we're going to use a really visually attractive picture of the make and model that you're trying to sell them. Once you have that picture, you can edit it, make it look really hot, and make sure that it just draws your attention right out of the feed. Once you're confident about that, you want to come up with a very short caption that puts the information in the top 2 lines, the price, the link, and make sure that it's contextually relevant. Once we've done that, we're actually going to go into the CRM system for your dealership and export a file that is going to have all of the customers that have test driven and not purchased, either in totality or that particular make and model, where we're going to export it and then import it into Facebook, into Ad Manager, where they're going to do a matchback, where they actually look at who these customers are and then create a cluster online that we can target with our ad. And then we're going to do what's called a lookalike, where we actually go a step further and look at the cluster that we just imported and then cross-reference it with other folks who have similar attributes and interests online, so that we can expand our reach beyond just the folks that physically were in your store. So we answered the why, we answered the what, and we answered the how. So now that you have the 3 main components, you can actually put a campaign together and execute and put that message back in front of people who were actively in your store and folks like them, so that you make sure you're spending your money to put relevant messaging and back in front of customers who may actually buy. So this is just one small example of a process that we go through at scale for Dorx clients. We're always thinking about why we're creating content, what content we're creating, and who we're going to show that content for. Next week, we're going to talk about budget. We're going to look at a campaign, and we're actually going to decipher what key metrics are to make sure that you're not spending too little or too much promoting a particular message to a particular subset of people. We really appreciate you hanging out with us and look forward to episode 3. Take care.